programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he's going to try to return this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Sticky. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Give to the fullback. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. On the ground, it's Yates. Plows through the defense. And they'll knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Sticky. He gets it oh so close to the first marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to pass, it's Cross. Makes the grab.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's got it out from the 37 after gaining 5.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Kentucky, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Got a wide open receiver. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Buffalo's trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down? A scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Second down.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity?
Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. school.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Cross. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be third and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Big guy smells it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as Yap. Out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Good enough for first down.
These corners backing off a bit. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Ready, set. Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Cross. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Rides the back on the option to give. Makes a pass to Marker. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Smashes through the tackle. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Yates. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board.
A lot of room to the right. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporting teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. Powers through the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He'll work his way down to the 28. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Punts it out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. There's no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. It's a draw. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss. This conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal? Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cross. This time on target. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Cross. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sticky. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's good enough.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Push down for the tackle.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, better look out! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Buffaloes will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Dickey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Under fire. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Making side adjustments here. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of